Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Darlene. We're going to do a reading for my Scorpios today, and I'm just looking at my cards, which deck they'd like me to use. We want to ask today what your person is going through while you're in no contact. Like, what's going on with them? Yeah, let's keep it simple. What's going on with your person while you're in no contact? All right, let's keep it simple. Well, goodness, I didn't even get that out of my mouth, but wow, we're off to a good start. The Nine of Swords, that is the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is saying, oh, this to me, right off the bat, I could do a mic drop now, is, oh my God, what have I done? That's what that is. Oh my God, what have I done? I walked away from something, and now I don't want that to be the case. I want to come back. Oh, so for some of you Scorpios out there, for whoever this is for, yes, because this person is feeling unstable, King of Pentacles in reverse there, and oh my goodness, it just keeps better, and regretting what? Maybe being liberated from something, and assuming this might be you. So for some of you, that could be the case, but I'm going to get some more cards. So let's see what else what other part of the story here they want to tell us. All right. I hope everyone's doing really well. Thank y'all again for being here. All right. Ooh. Oh, what? Well, my initial assessment about these cards was correct because why? Because they love you. Good gracious. I mean, there is just no other way for me to read that. They love you, and remember I said the King of Pentacles that was at the bottom of the deck. Well, guess who's back? Yes. Now, when he's in reverse, this means he's not feeling stable. It could also be saying, excuse me, his money's not good. He's having money troubles. It could be that as well. But he can, to be honest, be a little bit on the needy side. But that would be more like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I've got the World card in the reverse. This talks about wanting to repeat a cycle. I don't want this to be over with. Jeez. Now, for some of you, you may have tried to reconcile with this person. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting over some lung crud. And it's still with me. You may have tried to reconcile, or they may have talked to you about reconciliation, and you could have said no. Yeah, the Six of Wands in reverse, you could have said, nope, not doing it. That's a complete failure as far as I'm concerned. I'm holding on to my cup of love. You can forget starting anything new and exciting, and that very well could have caused this person a tower moment. So they're trying to heal. Sorry. But I was laughing at the cards. But what's coming to light, Scorpio, what's being illuminated is they may be coming back. So, yep, this person could be coming back. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, he's very slow. He doesn't rush in, but he's the knight that gets there. Why might he be coming back, you ask? Because now he's saying, I want to give equally to this relationship. So for some of you, that was an issue of not giving equally to the relationship. I mean, I could literally stop this now. What are we at, 4 minutes? I'll see what else they want to say, but wow, this is pretty straight to the point. So for some of you Scorpios, I think you may have somebody coming in here. All right. I'm going to get 3 more cards now. interesting. Oh, that is, tarot is such an incredible tool. Let me get a few more cards. While I'm shuffling, guys, if you guys would like a little more personal reading, I go live here on YouTube 2 or 3 times a week, and I offer mini reads, very inexpensive. They are like $15 right now. So you might want to avail yourself of those. I also have other playlists of deceased loved ones. If you have lost a loved one, you might want to look at that playlist. And what else? We've got several cards here. And oh yes, lastly, I have memberships now on my channel with special perks and members only chats and members only videos, members only video content, and behind the scenes and all that good stuff. So please go to my channel page, and well, actually there will be a link in the bottom of this description box where you can go and check those out. Okay, enough of that. And I do private readings. Okay. I chuckle because sometimes tarot is so literal, and I love that about it, that this 3 of Cups in reverse fell right underneath this 9 of Swords. Now, the 9 of Swords talks about anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. The 3 of Cups in reverse, in particular, to me, can represent a third party. Now, that's not always a romantic interest. That could be a meddling family member. That could be a job. That could be a health issue. It could be any of those things. So bear that in mind. But they are saying, essentially, the way these fell, I'm so sorry I did that. I am so sorry. Essentially, this means overindulging. So whatever that is, this person is definitely sorry they did that. Because now, not only do they want to come back, they want to collaborate with you. I don't know what Scorpio this reading is for, but goodness, this person is very clear here about what they want. They want very much to manifest this new beginning, I'm going to say, although I don't have that quintessential card here. They want to manifest coming together with you. Forward movement, fast forward movement here. And that's one of my main cards of, you might, get your phone charged, put your makeup on, get out of your pajamas, because they're tired of being out here in the cold. This is the card of abandonment, and I don't like it out there. It's cold. This person is, well, not in this deck, but in most decks, they're barefoot in the snow. They are going to tell you, though, well, I don't know if they're going to tell you this. Let me change that. You will be expecting this person to have changed, because I know my Scorpios, and I know the stories that we've been getting in these readings. And I do private readings, and I know kind of the theme of what's going on with most of my Scorpios, not all of them. They may come back and say, I've changed. But really, I'm not sure they have. These 2 cards together say they have not. It's the Death card in reverse with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles is the Student card. This tells me this person has not learned their lesson. They have not changed. Transformed. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Yeah. We already looked at those 2, right? They're growing impatient, though. They are growing impatient because they are feeling the pain of it, right? The remorse, the regret. Now, if this person was in another relationship, they very likely may come back and tell you they have been liberated from that, or are liberating this person, Or, because this is a card of someone who is single and she's independent and has her money is very good, but it also means liberation. Because I have a Queen of Wands right behind that. Now this can be another person. She is my third party card. However, I don't have but one queen in this spread. One queen, or, well, I have this queen, Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and then I have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is you, Scorpio. I do. Because, you know, it's not about gender in tarot, but it is about people for me, in my readings. Kings and queens represent people. And so they are saying, they're also maybe saying there's another message for some of you. I wish I hadn't waited so long. You know, this is a card of patience and temperance and trying to back. It's on the traditional Rider-Waite deck card. It's an angel pouring one cup from the other cup. In other words, it's trying to balance by blending these two cups. And in the reverse, it can mean a lack of harmony, a lack of balance. It's not coming together. This person is, meaning your relationship. This person is feeling very bad about that because you're still out here being single and you're very attractive and independent and you don't need anybody. My Scorpios, they are good on their own. They don't need anybody. If you're in their life, it's because they want you in their life. And this person is, I think, being threatened by that. They're feeling that's the failure they're feeling. Maybe I waited too long and somebody else is going to scoop Scorpio up. Maybe I held my love back too long. Because what I know now, because now I've had this tower moment, and I know now that Scorpio makes me happy. Ooh, all right. What else? Where are we at? 12 minutes. I don't know that I want to. I rarely get a reading this positive. Y'all, this is awesome. And I say positive. You may not want this person back, of course. That's your prerogative if you don't want this person back. But it sure seems to me like this person wants to come and talk to you. Now, I will say I don't have, I'm just looking, a real strong card here of actual communication. Like I don't have an Eight of Wands. Did I have a Chariot? No. And in fact, you know what I just realized? This is a newish deck for me, and I think I read this as the Chariot. I did, because it looks like he's sitting on there. This is the Emperor card. So let me look at that again. So all I was going to say is he may feel this way, but I don't see right now, this hot minute, any cards that he may actually, he or she, your Scorpio, your person, that they may call or really reach out. So they're probably feeling this, but maybe not communicating this with you. So back to this bottom row, and I know you can't see the cards, but I talked about them wanting to manifest you. And I thought this was the Chariot card, but it is in fact the Emperor. So this talks about someone who is an authority figure, somebody who is in charge. And I really feel what this is saying is, I want to manifest my Scorpio back. I'm going to take charge of this. I am bossing up, if you will, because I am tired of being out here in the cold. But then we get back to these last two cards. And again, I'm not sure this person has changed. All right, last thing I'm going to do for you before we finish this up, Scorpio, I am going to ask why haven't they changed if they're coming in here? See, I think I'll clarify with this small deck over here. Tell me about this Death card in reverse. Now, I can say there is another meaning. The Death, I don't personally, the Death card can mean endings, yes, but it typically is endings so that you can have a new beginning. Ultimately, for me as a reader, this card talks about transformation. So when it's in reverse, that's why I said what I did. It means somebody who's not willing to change. So you could say it's, I don't want it to end, meaning the relationship. But I think this is more about somebody not wanting to change or regretting that they didn't change. So I just want to get a few qualifiers, or let's see if it will tell me more about this death card, please. Please and thank you. Please clarify this death card. What is not changing about this person? What are they not willing to change? Okay. That one is not wanting to talk. We will ask this one. What is Scorpio's person not willing to change? All right, let me get one more. What are they not willing to change, please? I got two more. Remember the Page of Pentacles in reverse over here that talks about, to me, this means somebody who's not willing to learn what they need to learn. That's one of the clarifiers, again, in the reverse. Goodness. Wow. They are not willing to learn about something that has to do with, it could be simple as commitment. They're not willing to change something that has to do with their home life. So, for example, this is just one of many examples. This doesn't have to be the case. If your person is married or in another situation, they're not willing to change that. Which would not bode well with Scorpios, would it? Yeah, because this talks about the happy home. This talks about stability and the kids, the dog, the picket fence, the whole thing. And then I ask, what are they not willing to change? They're not willing to change this, even though, or they may think because it would cause them too much remorse and regret. So I'm just going to sit over here and not learn my lesson. I'm not going to change. Wow. So if your person is not in another situation, they may be resisting, because, I mean, it can literally mean I'm resisting an ending to a family situation or another relationship. But if you know that's not the case, it could be they're saying, I don't want to change because it may cause me to lose my stability here. You know, even if this person is single, but they've got a job and they've got a nice place to live, you know, their bills are paid, whatever. If they come in and commit to you, they might regret that. They're worried that they might regret changing whatever this stability represents for them. Changing that home life, whatever that is for them. So there's a lesson here that they need to learn. Frankly, they need to learn about this. What does that look like for you? I mean, this could look very different from one person to the next about what that stability, home life, what makes you happy in that kind of situation. For those of you who, again, you know your person's in another situation, I think they feel like this collaboration with you would cause heartache and a lot of conflict. And very likely, even though you make them happy, with this other situation. So they're trying to think about it. They're thinking about it. As I said up here, I don't see cards of communication. What I see is somebody thinking about it, losing sleep over it. What are they thinking about? They are thinking about, can they come in and offer you something? Well, no, let me change that. It's in the reverse. They are thinking about this may well be, or resigning themselves maybe to the fact that this is a lost opportunity with you. Yeah. Because what they are realizing is they have manifested for themselves a big crossroads. I think this person probably didn't expect to fall in love. You know, do we really ever? I mean, we're looking for it, but do you really ever kind of expect that? I don't know. I don't know. I think they're also having a realization here, or no, let me restate that. They're having trouble seeing clearly actually how, like, this is mind games and self-sabotage in the upright. So how to come back from this, how to, explain those mind games, if you will. That's one way to look at it. Well, Scorpio, I don't know. Should I ask? What are we at? 21 minutes. 2 cards for what their actions might be, please. Show me 2 cards for what Scorpio's person's actions might be. Ooh, well, okay. Okay, Scorpio. Well, for some of you, you're going to hear from this person, I think, because what they intend is to come back in here and tell you that they love you, tell you that they care. However, this is the Knight of Wands. He's the card that we call the player card because he's here today and gone tomorrow. And because, why is he here? Oh, I want a brand new beginning with you, Scorpio. I want a passionate new beginning, emphasis on passionate new beginning with you. I want to take this new leap of faith. I want to come back. I want us to start over here because I know I disappointed you, and I really think I might want to take another look at this. So, again, I can't keep pulling cards till the end of the earth here. But they have been thinking about, is this something they could do, meaning this relationship with you, for the long term? Is it meant to be for the long term? I will say they have been thinking about that. So, Scorpio, I don't know what your person's true intentions are. That's a whole other reading. But for many of you, I think you're going to hear from this person. Again, these aren't strong cards of communication, but because I ask what are their intentions are to come in and show love to you. Passionate love, but just know that this is flighty energy. That's typically what that card means, here today and gone tomorrow. It can be exciting. You're going to have a really fun time with this Knight of Wands. I promise you that. And some of you feel like, wow, this is a brand new beginning. We're starting over here. That's wonderful. But but just be mindful they disappointed you in the past. So take that and do with it as you will, my beautiful Scorpios. So this is just sort of a check-in for you where your person is, and since you're in no contact with them, they are doing a bit of this for sure, but they're also doing a bit of this. So that's what I have for you today, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope you'll come back and see me again. Thank you for being here. And remember to check out my other playlist. And I hope to see you on one of my lives. Remember, you can purchase a very inexpensive personal reading there. So I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.